Today we are back with our Studying the Pro series, where we break down gameplay from some of the best Warzone players out there. Now today we are breaking down gameplay here from Zyro, who's probably my most requested player to do one of these on, and we have an absolutely insane game here. Perfectly executed 60 kill solo quads of Vondel win. You heard that correctly. Solo quads, 60 kills, and the dub here. Now, before I jump into what I want to focus on, real quick, guys, make sure you check him out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to him. Make sure you check him out on Twitch as well. He's live just about every day. Both of those are in the comments below. Now, three main things that I want to talk about. First, guys, we've got 60 kills here that we're going to be taking a look at. A lot of decisions throughout this game that we're really going to be breaking down and focusing on why he makes that decision. Now, two execution things that I really want to pay attention to. He does a great job of hip firing to track enemies. You're going to see him constantly kind of ADS and un-ADS and ADS and un-ADS. And we're going to focus on how that allows him to track players as they're moving. The other thing that I love the way Zyro does this, is going to be how he re-engages fights. He never fully disengages. He's always thinking about the re-engage. Now, right here, guys, jumping in, decision number one. Very quick decision to push this guy to the left. This is an easy one right here. You know, this guy's close by. He's down below. Go work your way over. As I always say, and if you are subscribed to me, you know I always talk about this. The longer you wait to act on information, the more it's going to change. So because Zyro acted on this so quick, he pretty much knows exactly where this guy is. By the way, notice what I talk about here. Watch as we slow this down. This is what we're going to be paying attention to a lot, and this is something a lot of you guys don't do. He's going to keep his crosshairs out here. Watch him on ADS. On ADS. On ADS, you see how he's constantly going in and out? That's just to track that enemy. And with the hip fire in this game, it's very easy to hit shots, even if you don't have a full hip fire build. Now, one thing I do want to highlight here real quick, and then we're going to really jump into this. I don't love this from Zyro. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm going to call him out here. I know he's going to watch this, so I'm going to call him out a little bit. The centering here. This is something that a lot of you guys do need to work on, and Zyro executes at a whole nother level. But if there is an enemy up here, guys, he's in a pretty tough spot. He's going to have to play perfect to get out of this, especially around this corner, because he knows somebody's in this building. So if he happens to be at the top of the stairs, Zyro's going to have to play this perfectly, or he's going to be put in a tough spot. Just a little thing right there. It's not a huge thing, guys. It's a huge thing for a lot of you. It's not a huge thing for Zyro. Watch the hip fire before he ADSs. See him in and out, in and out, in and out to track, right? And then he, of course, goes prone here to avoid getting beat down with the pistol. Watch the decision making right here. He sees the guy to his right side. Now he knows that he needs to get into this door. And watch the re-engage here. As he's pushing down, boom, there's the re-engage. This is what I talk about with Zyro, and I love how he re-engages. He's just going to lay prone right here. Because think about it. If you're pushing down the stairs, guys, how many of you are actually expecting somebody to be here? That's going to give Zyro the little window of opportunity to take advantage of the TTK, at which point he can get the kill. This is something that I've been doing a lot more and trying to focus on myself. Notice he does it right here. And he's just trying to wait. He's playing solo quads, guys. He's got to play patient a little bit and try to get a down and thirst, at which point, boom, he gets the information. One on his level across, one slightly above him, but he heard this guy right outside, and then of course one down below. So he sees this guy. Look at the un-ADS again. You see how often he's doing it. Now let's talk lobby strength, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, he's gonna get out of this situation, which a lot of you are gonna be like, bot lobby, bot lobby, bot lobby, but this definitely wasn't a great lobby. But I don't think this was like a full-fledged bot lobby either. I mean, this lobby is one that he just really took advantage of. Watch the re-engage. Look, how many of you keep moving here? Oh, I gotta get away. I gotta push. I gotta find a doorway, right? He's just gonna lay prone. Lay prone. He's gonna reload, and then boom, he's right back in. He's full plates. Let's go rock and roll. And now he's gonna push right back up here. There's one. Watch the hip fire here. Trob's down below. There's the hip fire again to kind of track him initially, and then he's able to get both. He's got 11 kills with 2 minutes left in the first circle, right? So this, he just about knows he's on insane pace. What he's going to say here in a second, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but what he's going to say is, if you're in the teens, which a lot of you guys, this is going to be a stretch, but if you're in the 13, 14, 15 range in the first circle, you're on like 60 pace for sure. Right here, he's got 13, he's got a minute 55 left, and now he's going to go ahead and start to figure out where some other people are. Gets caught in a little bit of a weird spot here, not really 100% sure where to go. And now he does end up hearing kind of some people across. So watch how he clears this, right? He's just trying to see what he can find. A little bit patient, right? This is where we talk about pacing and how on Vondel, the pacing dynamic shifts a lot, right? So sometimes you're going to be flying around. We've seen him fly up into this point. Now he's going to have to play a little bit more strategic. What does he do? Watch the re-engage. So he's going to go. He's going to push over this way. He notices this guy parachuting in, right? Now, what Zyro doesn't know in this point, let's talk decision making is, did this guy drop all the way down the building, or did he land on the side here and push in this door? Well, as soon as he sees this door closed, he knows that this guy, didn't land on top. So he's going to re-engage this team straight ahead. Watch which enemy he shoots first. Notice he shoots the enemy first that can't get away. Right? So that guy, this guy right here, I said that backwards. He can get away. This guy can't get away. So he shoots the one, gets that guy down. He's going to get this one full killed, which is a pretty easy one. And watch how he slides through the door here. We don't use this enough, but he times it really well in the centering around the corner, of course. Now he just keeps the pressure on. Hip fire. There is 16 kills with a minute left. And notice he does get the information of one down below. Even when, and notice that I don't think that guy's on the same team. So this is something where this is a bug, and we can really take advantage of that to get more information. Always be checking the minimap after a kill. A lot of you guys know that, but really make sure that you are checking it, because you might get more information about where other teams are as well. Real quick, by the way, as I mentioned earlier, if you are looking to get better, make sure you are subscribed down below. My whole goal here is just to help you become a better player. I'm a 4.5 KD player myself. My PR is 45 at this point, so I do a lot of videos on helping you improve. Now, let's talk what the next decision is. A lot of stuff going on around him. A lot of information here. 17 kills. He is going to make a really good play here, which is buying a perk package. Loadout guns are great, guys. I think perk packages are a huge outplay potential. Now, there's kind of two perk packages that I like. I like the Vanguard perk package. I like the Ranger. He actually goes with the Warden perk package here, which I have not seen before. But here's the interesting part. He's got double time here. He has fast hands, but he also has Bird's Eye. Bird's Eye has some advantages when you pop a UAV and when you get a kill. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get this full advanced UAV. Now, you don't get levels, so you've got to be smart about clearing buildings, which we are going to see. He's basically going to hold on to this the whole entire rest of the game. You've got to be smart about clearing buildings, knowing that you have a ton of information right here. Now, watch this next play. He's got Loadout over on the other side, although I'm going to be honest, he's not going to grab it here. So he's going to go ahead and play some height. He's going to play his high ground here, try to see if he can get some picks with the cast off 7.62, and then push over. Unfortunately, just not a good angle, so he's forced to push a little bit. Now, he also is using the Lockman sub. Notice he's not using the ISO 45 here. This is where we talk about comfort within the meta. The ISO 45 is statistically the best gun, but if you feel like you can execute a little bit better with the Lockman sub, it absolutely is a viable option. This is what I mean by clearing, right? So he doesn't know exactly where this guy is, but he's got to clear these rooms to make sure, and then we see the hip fire. So if you have this advanced UAV up, just make sure you're clearing. Make sure you're centering your crosshairs. Make sure you're checking to see where people might be, and then from there, we can start to, be able to get those kills. One to his right side here. He knows this one to his right. Really good job sliding around. He's going to get that kill. One flying in above to his left side here, and he sees that, right? So he sees this guy kind of pushing over this way on the mini-map after he gets this kill. Notice the pace at which this dot is moving to his left, so we can pretty clearly see that he's flying in. He's able to get that kill, and now he starts working his way over to this next team. He knows there's a team across just from minimap pings, guys. This is where, when we talk about dropping higher kill games, whether it's a 20, a 30, a 40, whatever your PR is, a lot of times it's going to be about remembering information that allows you to quickly re-engage, right? So, unfortunate situation right here. He's got to challenge his team across. That's kind of the next fight he has to take, but notice he doesn't have high ground here. So he's kind of fighting head glitch to head glitch. This guy does get away just barely, a little bit tougher, but he's going to use that as his window to push over. If we are head glitch on head glitch, guys, you got to be really careful, because that you could get put in a really tough spot there if you miss a bullet. Now, he is going to go ahead. He's going to break this guy. He's going to challenge down below. Just be careful with fall damage, because when you fall down and you take that much damage, you do slow down if there's another enemy that can put you in a bad spot. One flying in above, 23 kills, still 16 other teams, guys. We are not even halfway through these kills yet. Not even halfway. So he's going to push over here. I think he buys a UE. He should buy a UE at this one. And he's noticed the pace. Like, he's not too concerned about his loadout at this point. He's going to immediately act on this guy. Watch the centering around the corner here. Once again in the building. Challenge is there, and he's able to easily get that kill. Now, going to push over straight across. Watch him figure out where he needs to go. Look, he's going to open this. I tell you guys not to open the big map too much, but he needs to figure out where he wants to go. He needs to figure out where the action is so that he can put himself in a position to get the most amount of kills possible. This guy's pushing across. Easy kill right there, number 25. That's why he's you know, he has the information about that guy. That guy doesn't know that Zyro is pushing across. That's why his enemy doesn't shoot back there. Now, he knows there's a bunch. Little tip that I can give you: use these redeploys. You don't have to go all the way up. You can jump off and play it like he does right here with a little half jump to easily get somebody on the roof. And notice he didn't have to pull shoot. He didn't take fall damage there, but he was able to go challenge that guy immediately. Now, this guy hits a snipe. I mean, that's just an incredible shot right there. Unfortunately, that guy cannot get across to Zyro, so he is going to be able to self-revive. That could have absolutely chalked his whole entire game, but he's able to get up. He sees this guy right here, challenge this one, go ahead and get the down. He's going to push across, immediately get the thirst. Notices another one flying across, and now he's in a really bad spot. Sometimes when you're on a heater game, guys, or you're on a really good game, potential PR pace, whatever it may be, sometimes you just got to get a little bit lucky. You know, he gets a little bit lucky here that there was a smoke. It wasn't his smoke, but somebody had thrown it to rotate. He's going to use that to his advantage. Now, still not full plated. He's just going to go engage. This pacing is a little bit different, guys. This pacing is a whole nother level when it comes to his level of execution. One kind of flying in. Notice the mini-map pings right here as he gets this down. Gets this thirst. 2 in the building. I want you to keep that in mind. 2 guys in this building, because as he pushes around and re-engages this once again, right? We talk about the re-engage. As we push around and he's able to re-engage after getting reloaded, there's enemy number 1. So he's going to work his way across. But when he doesn't get this down, he's got to worry about enemy number 2, which is right there. And yeah, that second player was not that good, but he's still able to get that kill. That's number 32, chat. We are at 32 kills here already. This is absolutely insane. Knows there's a bunch of people over here, right? You see how he remembers information? Those guys were there before. Now, once he gets the 1 kill, then he gets more information about where the others are. And then he can kind of go engage those guys. That's where we get the momentum going, right? So I talk about this a lot. That first kill is so important because especially in quads, right? We get information about where 3 other people are. On top of that, and I want to pause here. Why did he do that? He farmed that team. So that team's going to fly back in, give him more opportunities to get kills. Just a little thing you can do as you're improving and as your PR gets higher. You know, when we get that first kill, then we get information about 3 others. And as I said earlier, who knows what can happen? Maybe you get information about where 2 other teams are. You remember that information. That allows us to keep our pace going. Then we get another kill. Then we get more info, another kill, more info. And that's where we start to piece this whole thing together. Once again, we're going to see him make a decision here. Just kind of take a look. Where do I go? He is going to fly outside of circle here. Very aggressive play. If you are improving, I would recommend you go push over this way. Fight in circle. Fight where the action is. But Zyro's on another level. So he's going to push where all of this action is. He is going to keep in mind here that gas is moving. We're going to see him make kind of a play in a little bit where he's got to kind of shimmy a little bit and get out of a bad situation, especially with gas pushing. Gets the down right there. Immediately engages right there. There's kill number 2. As he goes to get the thirst, he hears shooting across. There's that guy, and then he gets shot from right here. He cannot challenge this guy to the left. He's very low health. He's in a bad spot. He has no cover. Gas is pushing in right here, so he's just going to go in and take the water. Now, in this situation, I know a lot of you been complaining about water pistols, the F-Tac Siege, or just the fact that you can get killed by any pistol in the water. Don't play in the water. Okay, like I know that sounds obvious, but a lot of you are getting caught in these situations. Get out of the water as soon as possible. He sees the guy straight ahead. He's going to quick reload here and get out of the water. Go back to your strong suit when you're using the Lockman sub hipfire right there. That shows you just how accurate the hipfire is. This is not a hipfire build. This is right here is barrel, under barrel, which is the F-Tac Ripper. That's not like the pineapple grip or the Lockman or anything like that where he has hipfire attachments. Guys, this is just a normal Lockman sub. You see just how good the hipfire is. Once again, we see the advanced UAV coming into play. He knows exactly where these guys are. Able to get that kill. He's going to go ahead and engage. Now, I really like this decision right here. We've got 19 more kills here that we're going to take a look at. I really like this decision not to be over-aggressive. He knows there's people here. He has another UE in pocket that I think, does he pop this? I think he does pop this right here. No, he doesn't. So he gets down number 1. He sees enemy number 2 drop down. Very patient, and now he's going to push in. Now he's in a little bit of a bad spot, but notice he plays his cover, almost loses his gunfight, but not quite, and then he gets precision. He's not even going to mess with the precision, guys. Just back off here. Precisions are weird. Like, they're really annoying to deal with. He gets kill confirmed there, but overall, just don't put yourself in any position where you could potentially get killed. 44 kills, still, I mean, 28 people alive. The lobby is just so healthy. It's just so healthy. But we've seen so far how quick his decision making is. And of course, you know, his execution as well. Good shots right there with Castle 762. Pretty easy kill right there with that guy a little bit out in the open. He's going to throw the redeploy, or the deployable buy station. He is going to grab that. What's that? I forget what they're called, but that allows him to respawn back in. That is going to serve as a self-revive, although I think he gave it up right here. I love the fact that he doesn't over-challenge this. He doesn't over-challenge this. I didn't catch this when I was watching this first, but he doesn't over-challenge this because of this guy right here. So I didn't see this guy the first time, but basically what he's concerned about is when he re-challenges this, that guy is going to have an angle to shoot. He gets third-partied, or maybe it's the same team, who knows, but he's just going to back off for a second. He's going to make the smart play here. But once again, he's going to re-engage, right? So once again here, he's already thinking about, okay, how am I going to get back into this situation? I'm reloaded. I'm replated. I'm good to go. We're right back in the action. Now, he does have circle pushing. He does have durable, so he knows that he has both of those. But he also knows that he needs to find this team, right? Where did they go? They have to be around here somewhere. Not 100% sure. There he is. Quick little reach out, guys, when we talk about re-challenging. This is very simple. Exactly. He played this perfectly. We break the line of sight. That keeps your enemy guessing. This guy doesn't know if Zyro's running away or he's going to re-challenge. As he jump peeks the corner, that guy's going to chase him. There's the little window. There, he's broken. Zyro still has 2 plates, so Zyro now took control of this fight. They're pretty easy kill right there. So what we saw, either that second enemy died or that second enemy was on another team. Not 100% sure. Now, this is a situation, if you did make it this far, thank you guys so much as always. You know, kind of as we get later on, sometimes those are my best tips, and this is a big one right here. He heard like 1 footstep in this building, maybe 2 footsteps. Watch how he clears it, right? This is something a lot of you struggle with. You hear something in a building, whether it's shooting or a footstep, but you don't really know how to go about approaching that. Watch how he pushes in here. He's going to play this cautiously, right? Notice he's clearing each corner. Now he's going to be ready. Notice he clears, kind of ready for this guy, and then he hears the guy pushing to the rooftop, and he can go ahead and challenge. But you see how he kind of pushes through that building, and he's ready for that enemy around any single corner. He doesn't know if he's there, but if he is there, he's ready to shoot. Once again, another one down below here, and he gets caught in a little bit of a tough spot. He's going to have to finesse a little bit and try to get out of this situation. Notices the second one does not over-challenge this because he's only down to about 75 health, but he is going to re-engage this immediately. One flying in above. Gets shot right there, so we reload first, then we replate, then we push right back in. But now he knows there's 3 people here, right? He doesn't know exactly what it is. It could be 1 team with 3 people. It could be, 2 teams with 2 enemies and 1 enemy. He's not 100% sure. He's able to go ahead. That's a wipe, and there is the second team. So now he knows there's a second team here, which he's really excited about because, there might be multiple enemies. The other thing that I will say here is notice we don't get the minimap pings, guys. So notice this is nothing new here with Warzone 2. After respawn disables, we no longer get minimap pings, so really have to keep head on a swivel. Be prepared for anybody. Saw the quick little shadow right there. I don't know if you guys caught that. I don't know if Zyro... I think Zyro caught this. I think that... But, guys, these are just such little things that you can start to pick up on. Watch the shadow right here. Right there. See that shadow right there? See how he's moving? Those are little things that give away enemies that a lot of these better players can really pick up on. Just that little bit of movement right there with the shadow gives away that an enemy is close by. One right here. This is a whole nother level. I can't teach you how to do this. I can't. This is just an instinct play from Zyro where his game sense is on another level. That's just crazy. I don't even have words for what he just did there. Because, I mean, it's pretty obvious what he did, right? He hopped in the vehicle, immediately jumped out. That throws his enemy off, which allows him to get away. But that quick instinct, that's just another level. And go ahead and use that. Use that to your advantage if you're in a bad spot. Try it out. It may work. It may not work. But at the end of the day, here's the biggest thing right here, guys. As we pull this back, here's the thing. If he doesn't make this play, he's dead. Right? So if he attempts to make the play, at least he gives himself a chance. And notice it pays off for him. He kind of shimmies a little bit. He's back in the building as he's replating, and that's where we take advantage of sprinting while plating, but also allows him to re-engage super quick. There's 51 right there. Now he's going to go ahead and push across, trying to figure out exactly where people are, and he's going to have to fight his way out of this. This is a pretty tough spot to be. This game does get dragged out a little bit just because of the way the circle pulls. I mean, pretty brutal circle pull, and one of the biggest changing factors of this is this moment right here. He's got the 7.62, so he knows it does a ton of damage. He is going to mount here. If you have a little bit of a higher recoil gun, which I'm going to be honest, like the Lockman 5.56 is not, maybe even the SO14 if you're using that has a little bit more recoil. Zyro, you can mount. He's not quite able to get this down. If he gets that down there, that changes everything. That changes the whole dynamic of this fight, but he can't get the down. And now he's kind of stuck over here. He does have durable, so, you know, he knows he's at least can use that if he needs to, but not really in a great spot. He also notices very good awareness that he is out of plates, right? So he does need to find some plates. Not really 100% sure where some plates are. Boom. Okay, 3 plates. Now we're good. And he did get a very good circle pull right here. Now, he knows that a ton of people have to rotate over to him. So where are they? Not 100% sure, besides the fact that people are up top in this blue building right here. Yep, he says, come on down. Water is warm. Here's a little bit of splashing back behind. Easy kill right there. Notice one guy up top there, not quite able to get that down. He just can't quite track that guy. Now, look, that's the downside of the 7.62. It hits hard, but, you know, can be a little bit tougher to use at times. And look, that little moment right there, I'll use that as a learning lesson for you guys. When it comes to using guns, you got to figure out what you execute best with within the meta, right? Lockman 5.56, M4, maybe the Cast-Off 7.62. We got the SO14. Because at the end of the day, a gun is great. You know, the Lockman 5.56 is great, but you still got to hit your shots with it. So the other thing that I will say, guys, is if you are using a gun that you feel super comfortable with, take maybe, let's go SMG-wise, you know, maybe the Mini-Bach or something like that. You know, you may execute perfectly with it, but you'll lose gunfights. So it's about balancing the meta and the TTK with how easy it is for you to use. That's really the balance that we're looking for. We've got a 1v1v1 right here. Unfortunately, can't grab the gas mask, so he's just going to push. A little bit of a tough spot here because he doesn't have any plates. He's down to a 1v1 situation right here. By the way, I think it ended up being 60 with the spectator bug, which they did fix. By the way, I don't know exactly how that worked, so we are calling this a 60 right here. You're going to see by the end of this thing does go to a 60 right there. So guys, I hope you found today's video helpful. 3 things just as kind of a refresher. We see his decision making, making quick decisions, putting himself in the hot areas, you know, understanding where teams are. Number 2 is, of course, going to be the hip fire to track, and number 3 is going to be the re-engage. I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.